20 minutes to go. You need to start cooking food. Yes?
Yes, George.
Come on, let's go.
Come on, guys, we're going to have to start cooking.
Yeah.
I actually want to start getting the beef and the pork on.
Hey, this isn't a la minute fine dining cooking. This is gutsy, grungy, tasty, yummy. Yes? Start cooking now.
Yes,
Yes,
George.
Let's go, blue team.
Guys,
Cal,
thank you.
Fresh daikon.
Yeah, fresh daikon.
Guys, I want everything ready, like all of our lemon wedges, all of our sides, everything ready.
Cool.
We have
Aaron?
to absolutely motor.
Do you maybe mind if I'm on the grill? Because I think I'm going to be too big to move around behind you.
Looking at that yakitori grill, I know it takes years to master something like that, and I do a fair bit of cooking on a barbecue, but this thing is just like a barbecue on steroids.
Have you got a beef and a pork ready there?
I've got a beef and a pork, yes.
Can you please put one on? Hustle, let's just get it done.
So let's chuck that one on.
I've never worked in conditions like this before. We don't have much bench space to work with, and I've got to get the crumb ready for the pork tonkatsu, so it's all ready to go for service. We're going to have a really clean service.
Yep.
We've got the teriyaki sauce in the pressure cooker, reducing as much as we can. This sauce needs to be really nice and kind of rich and sticky, get basted on the outside of the beef, and that's going to add all of that flavour into the beef.
The beef sauce is in the pressure cooker. It's still quite loose. That's what I mean about taking. Right, let's chuck it back on. Do we have a strainer at all?
Yep, it's pretty good.
The teriyaki sauce looks a little bit runny.
There you go.
Okay, yep, cool.
When cooking the beef, I just have to make sure that I can baste it as much as I can to infuse as much flavour as I can.
Are there any more trays?
There is absolutely no room for me.
Guys, Red, we've got to hustle now.
When it comes to service, Ben's going to be running the grill, Eliza's going to be plating up, and I'm going to be doing the pork tonkatsu. I'm going to be crumbing that pork, getting it into the hot oil, and churning that out to order.
Salt them as they go on the grill.
Yep.
Grill them and then baste them with the teriyaki.
Yep.
We've reduced the sauce down as much as we can. It would have been great to have had time to have reduced it down even more, but no time. We just need to get on with cooking the food.
Come on, Red, we're doing a great job. Keep it up.
This is it, guys.
Stop.
Prawns. Your service is starting. Strap in, because here come the customers.
Customers are coming in. Come on, yellow team. Come on.
The diners are coming in.
Hopefully they walk slow.
Let's go, guys. Oh, my God. That's coming. We got to start plating up now. Oh, my God. This is ridiculous. Come on, guys. Red, we've got to hustle now.
I throw my skewers on and I pop it right in the middle of the yakitori grill, and only a few seconds later, it's caught fire. The skewers go black and the meat's already charred.
This first slot's a bit burnt, guys.
Worst case scenario working on that grill tonight, if something's under or if something's over, there's no one else to blame, it's my fault.
So cutlery, there's chopsticks.
Yep. I've got nowhere to put it though.
I've got hungry customers sitting in front of me and it's crazy. I'm turning pork skewers, I'm basting beef skewers and turning them. I'm feeling really nervous and out of my depth. I don't know if I'm doing a good job.
Which one?
But all of a sudden the customers start screaming out Oshi, and I know that is Japanese for delicious, so we must be doing something right.
Hey! We like you. You stay all day.
Yeah, you can stay here.
Hello. How are you?
The atmosphere in this yokocho is so great. There are people yelling and talking and laughing.
Oh, my gosh. There's actually people here. Come on, girls.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, girls. Go yellow team.
Dinah's already cooked our mushroom and leek skewers, so they're ready to go. Now she's searing off the duck breast and I'm getting this chicken fried, so we're actually starting to get dishes out.
We have karage chicken with pickles and
Gotcha, Jane.
mayo. We have some mushrooms and leeks, and we also have some duck.
English.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I've rested the duck breast for a few minutes, not as long as I wanted it to rest, but I don't really have a choice. I have to start serving the customers, otherwise they're just going to be hangry.
One more chicken, one more mushroom, and I think everybody has everything. Thank you, enjoy. That's our first table done. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Woo!
Let's go, girls.
This one, thank you.
Can I have another mushroom? Yes. Just keep them coming.
Well, here we are at the yellow team stall. I mean, they got poultry. They've got a duck dish, a chicken dish, They've also got a vegetarian option.
Yeah.
It's not just about great food, these team challenges. You've got to deliver, you've got to keep the customers happy.
Yeah.
And that means not just, it means giving people food when they sit down. This place is all about fast turnover.
2 more chicken, 2 more duck, please. Coming up.
Shall we get the vegetable skewering first?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mushrooms and leek with a sesame dressing and soybean shoots.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, yummy, aren't they?
Diana, what's in the sesame dressing on the mushrooms?
Butter, miso, and sesame paste.
Nice.
Well, I think the answer is in the emptiness of the plate for that dish, isn't it? Really?
Great.
Great. That pickled mushroom, particularly with that sweet, buttery miso and the sesame dressing, tastes wonderful.
That's great. What a good start.
Delicious.
Right, guys, can we taste the chicken dish?
Chicken, sure.
Thank you.
Karaage chicken with gochujang, mayo, and pickles.
Yum.
Certainly looks crispy.
How far away for the next chicken?
Now, I've got one ready.
Beautiful, thank you. Oishi.
Well,
You can hear shouts off.
yeah, you can hear shouts. Oishi or delicious from the Japanese guests behind us, and I think that's absolutely right. Super crunchy on the outside, super sucker on the inside. Gochujang mayonnaise, great idea. And those pickles just relieve that fattiness. So they're a nice kind of bright ray of particularly radish and cucumber sunshine.
Yeah.
Now, I'm really happy with that. And when George eats more than me, you know it's a good dish.
You know what it is? Because it's a complete dish in a little box.
I like that.
Have another chicken. Corn, please.
20 seconds, Sam, 20 seconds. I'm literally in this hidey hole frying prawns. I'm sauteing corn for tomorrow. It's absolute hectic craziness. Super tender baby corn and some miso butter.
Yay!
Woo! Suddenly, it just kicks in.
3 prawn away, please.
Roger.
Wow, look how many people there are.
What?
Here we go. Enjoy, guys.
We're slowly trickling the food out. Things are happening now. We've got a rhythm going.
3 fish up.
Oh, I'm so happy to like it.
The diners seem to be enjoying it. We've heard a few oishis, which means delicious, so we're pretty happy if they're happy.
Arigato.
You have to feed hundreds of Japanese diners tonight. As soon as one lot of people finish their meal, the next lot of people are already coming through.
Konnichiwa.
Ben is smashing the grill. He's got sweat dripping from his face, but he's all over it.
Happy, guys?
Aram's putting more pork tonkatsu into the oil. There's no time to blink an eye. Are you all right, Aram?
Yeah.
3 prawn away, please.
Roger.
Another chicken?
Another chicken, thank you.
Thank you. We're getting a group, guys. Keep going. You're doing well.
It is real hot in this corner.
3 fish up.
Yep.
Konnichiwa. Welcome.
When people talk about atmosphere, I mean, look through there, jam-packed with people, little smoky and hazy, and smelling quite good.
What do you reckon we should have first?
I reckon the pork. Yeah, pork and the leeks.
How about 3 porks, guys?
Yep. 3 porks.
On it. Tonkatsu.
I am salivating. It's yum.
Yep.
Yum.
That is. What's the story, Yakitori? Well, the story is very good news. Those pork skewers are delicious. Nice bit of char on the edge of the pork tender, lovely hit of ginger and mirin in the sauce. As a first-off dish in the red tin, really good.
And you know what? I think at yakitori is that thing where you've eaten one, you want another. Right, can we get some beef skewers, guys?
Yep.
Coming through.
beef.
Thank you.
You know, could have a little bit more teriyaki sauce on the beef. I think the beef chunks are really big. To be honest, I'd prefer it that they were a little finer slither, just so I could get that teriyaki sweetness all over the beef.
I think that's the problem. If you told me that was an Australian beef and broccoli dish, we'd go, yes, there's not a lot of connection. Other than being on the skewer with where we are, that teriyaki sauce has to be thick and sticky. Sadly, the stickiest part of that skewer was actually the handle.
Right, let's get the next dish. Right, can we get the pork, please?
Yep.
That's happiness, that.
Favourite so far.
Yum. Good, huh?
Good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Really good. Delicious.
Really delicious.
Yeah.
Oishi.
That is absolutely delicious. The freshness of the shredded greens underneath. That panko is so crunchy, so golden. Beautifully balanced. Exactly the right mix of meat to veg to sauce, which is, I think, was lacking in the beef. That is a ripper dish.
And that sauce, did you have a recipe in your head or you just winged it?
I had a recipe in my head. There are a few missing ingredients, so, you know.
Yeah, it's great.
Well done. The whole thing was really good. Great dish. Well done, Aaron. Well done, Ben. Well done,
Awesome. Hey, consistency now, huh?
Yep, thank you.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Can you help run out some dishes for the moment?
Yep. Cooking this yokocho is so much fun. Interacting with the customers.
Tabemono ga daisuki desu ka?
I can't speak a word of Japanese. I can speak good old Aussie. Good? Okay, that's good. At the moment, our food's like this, and hopefully it doesn't go like that.
Prawns, please.
Yeah, I'm a bit stuck. Just stuck in a bit of a pickle at the moment.
The atmosphere is really, really fun, but, you know, we need to keep these people fed to keep them happy. Yeah, help. I'm trying to leave these leeks on the grill for as long as possible so that they can be really beautiful and tender. But at the same time, I realise I haven't soaked these skewers. So this is going to be a really fine balance between charred leeks and no skewers.
You guys, can I squish through there? Thank you. Oh, sorry, sir. Tight squeeze. Here we go, guys. Another 2. Just waiting on one more.
And so far, so good. So high expectations.
There we go, guys. One more.
Tamara, let's go.
Hi. Tar-grilled leek with baby corn, shichimi togarashi, and it's got miso butter on that.
Well, that's my first skewer problem. I love the baby corn, love the miso butter, absolutely delicious. Love that little togarashi, that spice mixture. But my leeks, honestly, I mean, I know chard and ash and all the rest of it's in, but the problem is they're still undercooked.
Can we get the next dish, guys, please?
Yep.
So it's yuzu cured kingfish with some pickled daikon, pickled ginger, and Callan's made a dressing too.
There is actually quite a lot of work in this dish. You know, they sugar and salt cured the kingfish. You know, they prepared it and sliced it beautifully. So it is actually beautiful and celebrates the kingfish very, very well.
My question is about if you serve something that looks like sashimi, whether it should be lovely and tender like sashimi, or whether it should be cured. And I find the flesh of this kingfish quite tough. And I'm thinking that what's happened is the curing has tightened up.
I think it's good. I just don't think it's great in a number of dishes that really were a standout.
Right, guys, let's get your final dish in.
Oh.
So this is Sarah's, it's like like white sesame crusted prawns, wasabi mayo, and she's done a little salad under there too.
Boom.
Yeah, I love the look of it. Yeah.
That is MasterChef. It comes to alleyway dining in Tokyo.
I love that. It just looks beautiful. That crispy sesame coating is just absolutely delicious. The prawns, tender, perfectly cooked.
Give me the prawns and that mayonnaise. That's all I want. Yeah, I love it.
I quite like the crunch of the prawns against the softness of that wilted, the wilted coriander. You know, and that's an absolute ripper dish.
3 prawn away, please.
Okay, so you're going to crack on with the charred corn?
Yep, charred corn. Today our second dish is seared tuna with a pineapple, jalapeno and charred corn salsa. The first thing I start working on is the corn.
So nice and sweet. Love it.
Charred corn and the salsa is going to give that charcoaly sort of flavour. That's so delicious. You need a lot of char on it to get a lot of flavour.
They good?
Yeah, so good.
How you travelling, Trent? Yeah, all right. I'm just pretty much done the pineapple, I think.
Smells so good.
For the salsa, I finally chopped plenty of pineapple, jalapenos, coriander, squeezed plenty of fresh lime juice. I think this salsa goes really well with the seared tuna. We just need to keep motoring so that we can get enough made to serve 200 people.
Is that too dark?
That's right.
That's right.
So how are we going, Mimi? You happy?
Yeah, just need to check the tortillas, see if they work at corn chips. Today we're doing 2 different kinds of tortillas. I'm going to work on corn tortilla for the corn chips and Harry's going to work on flour tortillas for the tacos.
So how many are you going to get out of one batch, Mimi?
Get about 24. I've made the tortillas, so I just need to press out the dough before I cook it. 24 times 4. We've got to make stairs. It's not hard to make tortillas, but it's pretty time consuming. I have to fry all these off before I can start deep frying them, so I need to get them on now.
So, Maddie, you're going to cook that chicken now?
Yes, I'm just going to drop like a dry rub. Coriander, fennel, cumin, pepper. To cook all the chicken, I take it into the truck and I've got that plancha roaring hot. This is what I want to do. And I get the chance to do it where it all started. So it's ridiculous. From day one, my dream has been to pursue this kind of food, you know, with a food truck. It's the greatest feeling on the planet, that's for sure. To be able to, I guess, get a taste of what life is going to be like after I leave this competition is just, it's incredible. I want to get nice colour on the skin and then transfer that to the oven to finish cooking it. It's just to get that burn and caramelisation before we serve it.
Wow, it's so fresh, the coriander. I'm really happy with the seared tuna and the pineapple salsa, but I'm looking at the chicken and the boys say that they want to serve a whole quarter.
My biggest concern with the chicken is the size of it. When you come to a food truck, you want, food that you can eat standing up and not have to worry about being really dirty.
If I was going to a food truck and that was given to me, it's quite hard to eat and I wouldn't feel comfortable eating it.
Matt, that's quite hard to eat in your mouth. So I was wondering if the chicken, if it can be cut up a little bit.
Oh, that's pretty generous, hey? I guess my thinking was coming from a generosity, but now I guess we need to scale it back as a way of being practical. Chicken's good. And just chop them up into more appropriate finger food size. Right. To have that switch up in our plan, we've still got so much to do, and the last thing we need at this point is to throw in another process before we serve. I am definitely feeling the pressure.
That's all ready to go.
The crowd, they start chanting. Really kicks up that pressure because they're here, they want this food, we need to start rolling it out.
Right, let's start plating up.
Yeah.
We're looking at these finished plates of food and they look so good.
Pretty good.
Fresh tuna and the pineapple salsa on a hot day like today, and then the barbecued bourbon and ginger beer glazed chicken. I think the flavours go together really well.
Brace yourselves, get ready. 1 minute to go. Aye.
The atmosphere is really starting to rise now. Come on, Red, let's push now, yeah? It's almost game time. There's lots of people standing outside of our truck. All right, are you guys all set up to go? It's madness at the moment. It's really, really frantic.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
service starts and we're plating. There you go. Thanks. We start to get dishes out and it feels so good.
There you go, there's 2 chop crabs. Enjoy. See ya. Go Blue Team! Woo!
Working in that space in the truck is absolutely electric.
Anyone wants the tuna? Come down this line. Sorry boys, am I yelling?
You're right. It's good at least.
It is hot, it's intense, it's loud, it's noisy. There's so much energy in there.
This is Matt.
How you doing?
This is his dream. This is what he wants to do. He wants to have a food truck just like this one.
I'm glad we scrapped the idea of the tortilla because it just wouldn't look as good as the salad and the crab on the plate. It's just going to be really interesting to see what the judges think.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Here is the red team's probably most controversial dish. This was the dish that was supposed to be a soft-shell crab taco. They've pulled the plug and swapped over to a fennel salad.
I would have liked to see the taco. So it would have been something very interesting to see the whole thing kind of like sticking out. And
What I love is the fact that the crab is golden, you know, it's crispy, it's well cooked, absolutely delicious. And I think that black lemon sauce is delicious. What a great idea.
That crab is so delicate, and they've cooked that beautifully.
for me, I like the crunch. All in all, I like the crab, I like the sauce.
Because someone said taco, I just want a taco.
I'm eating the soft shell crab. It is basically cooked perfectly, and the fennel is really, really good.
I had red team's crab. I loved the flavor, I love the texture of it. I feel like it pairs well with the sun of California. Yeah, definitely the crab.
Tuna, thank you.
There's absolutely no shortage of people today.
Tuna, there we go.
We're powering through this food. The demand for the tuna and the salsa is above and beyond what we thought it was going to be. Everyone wants it.
Well, here's the blue team's tuna with a pineapple and corn salsa. Is it the most exhilarating new style dish? No, it's absolutely not. It's kind of slightly old school. I think if you come to the beach on a beautiful sunny day like this, you want something that's fresh and light and zinging with flavour. As a dish, you know, there's got some nice burn on the corn. It's delicious. I treated the tuna well, and it's really well seasoned as well, which I think is a key with tuna when you cut it this thick and give this much.
And I do love this, you know, I'm a big fan of pineapple. But you're right, Matt, it's a bit old school, but maybe a little bit simple.
Yeah, I think the star of this is probably the salsa. And I think a little bit more consistent cuts on the pineapple might have been a little nicer on the palate.
Yeah. I'm sure people are going to be loving this dish.
It's pretty good. The pineapple corn salsa, pretty refreshing.
Love the tuna. The tuna is amazing. The blue team chefs are gorgeous, so, you know, gives them a little edge.
We need to figure out what's gone wrong with this chicken. No one wants to have it.
There's chicken ready as well if anyone wants chicken.
I've made the portion much smaller now, but it's still a pretty decent size.
Does anyone want some chicken?
Chicken's ready now.
I don't know what's going on. I can't explain it. All I know is that it tastes good. So we just need to make sure that we let everyone know it's good to go.
So there's chicken ready if anyone wants chicken.
Chicken,
yeah?
anyone?
Chicken, 2. Finally, we get order. All of a sudden, bang.
There we go, thank you.
Chicken, 2 more chicken.
Everyone wants it.
There we go, guys. Chicken there.
It looks like we're in the clear. I'm back on track. Yeah, I'm pumped.
Chicken. There we are.
It's absolutely incredible. It's the best feeling in the world. I don't want to be anywhere else right now. What would you like, bud? Chicken? There we go.
Blue team's chicken. It's bourbon and ginger chicken with a coleslaw. Looks good.
It's massive.
Hey?
Look at it. It's huge.
You'd be wrapped if you got that.
I didn't say it wasn't wrapped. I just said it's a massive chunk of chicken.
But one issue, right? How many other people have bought a clever little table like we have?
Oh, yeah.
That's my only concern, is that's hard. So you have to kind of pick it up, and I wonder whether that's
an easy thing to do.
Oh.
Tastes good though, doesn't it?
All right. That crust's great.
It's nice and juicy.
The great thing about this chicken is that is beautifully cooked. I mean, that is super juicy. Do love the bourbon flavour. I love the char on that chicken. Look at the colour.
Yeah, it's great.
That's
nice
really
sear on there.
Yeah, burnishy and brown and looking good.
For me, like, it's excellent. A little hard to eat, but it's really, really good.
Wes, you've always said that whatever you put out of a food truck has to be as good as it would be in a restaurant. You know? The food truck should not be an excuse for average food, and that chicken is delicious. And that coleslaw, just a bit of relief, because this dish is all about that humongous hunk of chook.
Well, you know what? 2 great dishes from the blue team. I think they've done a brilliant job so far, but they've set the bar high, haven't they?
Thank you. Sorry about the wait. Chicken.
I'm eating the blue team's chicken. It's delicious. The skin was nice and crispy.
I like that bourbon sauce.
Is this the winning team here or what?
Yeah, always.
At least for president.
I'm having so much fun in this food truck.
Come support the blue team. We got chicken, we got tuna. I'm moving as fast as I can, but the line just keeps getting longer and longer. But, you know, it's such a buzz.
I never thought that I would have my first food truck service in the MasterChef competition, but here I am. We're in the thick of it now, and the energy is absolutely through the roof.
Tortilla. There you go. Thanks.
Prawns and the soft shell crabs just going out the door. It's going so fast. We've completely run out of skewered prawns, but we have plenty more prawns ready to go on the plancha.
There you go. Enjoy. Thanks, Brett.
This dish is coming together. I really hope the judges like it.
I like the look of this dish.
Yeah, I do too.
Beautiful charred prawn, lovely colour, a really bright salsa. Those little tortilla chips look fantastic, don't they?
Yeah. Also, when we talked to them about this, we thought it was just going to be kind of chips with salsa, which was a little bit too simple that I think for this challenge. But they did a really good job with the prawn. I mean, it's a really nice color. It's a nice big piece.
Yeah.
Thanks. We've had people come back for seconds and even thirds, and we've just served so many people. We're coming down to our last few plates.
I got 1 crab left. Beautiful.
We've put out so much food, and actually a lot more than I thought we would, because I counted almost 150 crabs and we sold out of those, and we peeled over 200 prawns and we sold out of those as well.
I got 1 more left. Thank you.
Last one!
The last dish goes out.
Good done.
Yes, well done, guys.
I'm so stoked, and I just couldn't be happier.
Last chicken.
Last chicken, that's the last one.
Thanks,
The opportunity to cook in these classic food trucks today was just phenomenal. You know, and to have all of the expectation and the pressure and still love every minute of it, it's got me hooked instantly. It just makes me even hungrier to get there.
Now, Javier, you are going to make a dish that is almost like it should be on the flag of San Diego. This is such a classic thing to eat here.
It's just a perfect bite. You're very lucky to taste my fish taco today.
Yeah.
So the first step is to have very, very fresh fish. This is a sea bass. What you want to see in the fish is that it's very firm in texture.
So obviously in terms of fish you might use in Australia, barramundi would be great, blue eye would be fantastic, possibly snapper.
So we just want to take the skin off of the fish, and I'll give this to you, sir.
Thank you very much indeed. I'll go and put that in the stock pot.
Make sure it doesn't have any scales or any bones. Just clean it a little bit here. So we have our fillet, it's ready. So I want 2 pieces per taco.
You're going to be frying this in fairly hot oil, so you want them to have bite, but you don't want them so big that they're not going to cook through,
Exactly, yes. So this is a perfect thickness, about 1.5 inches. So these pieces are fine. Okay. What I want to do is I want to season my fish. So I'm going to salt and pepper, that's all it needs. And I like to do this before I start doing all my other prep, because I want the salt to penetrate the fish. And be generous with the salt. Don't be scared of using salt. Salt is a great ingredient. Little black pepper, fresh ground, turn it around. Now the original fish taco, it's the fish is put into the batter, the tempura batter. But here we're gonna do a little different as we do in the restaurant. So we're just gonna pan-sear this fish in olive oil with salt and pepper. But for the crunchiness, for the tempura, we're gonna do soft fire.
Oh, okay. So you're going to take samphire and then tempura that and fry it so you get little crunchy matchsticks.
Crunch and the textures.
And nice and salty as well.
Yes.
It's delicious.
Our next step is going to do our tempura batter.
You're using a tempura flour mix, aren't you? Which
Yeah,
you can
it's
find
already...
in supermarkets in Australia now as well.
Very good, you know,
Sure.
very simple. We're gonna add some Mexican beer. As Mexicans, we love beer. So everything that we drink and eat, it's mostly with beer. What I'm looking for here in this batter is, I don't want it too thick or too thin. So this is what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm gonna let it rest. Next step, it's our most important thing for a taco. What it is? What is it?
Tortilla.
Tortilla.
I might just get that beer out of your way.
Well, let's just drink it.
I'll just put it over here. It'll be where you need it, chef.
So also for the tortilla, I have this maseca, which you can get in actually all over the world. We're gonna make our dough. So I'm gonna take 4 tablespoons of the maseca, and this is already prepared. So you just need to add, not beer this time, but just water. It's water that is room temperature. That's very important. And just add little by little. What you want is this texture of masa. It's like Play-Doh. Work with your hands. I love to work with my hands and feel the texture. So I have my masa. And what I want to do is just rest my masa for about 10 minutes. Let it sit. And for me, this is a very important step. So we have great tacos all over, but if it doesn't have a great tortilla, you can't have great tacos. Next step, we're gonna make the tortillas. It's about this size so for the tortillas.
So what are we talking? We're talking like a slightly smaller than the golf ball, yeah?
Ping pong. You guys play ping pong in Australia? Mexican cooking is all about feeling and cooking with your heart, but cooking with your hands. Feel the food that you're cooking. That's why Grandma's cooking so great, because she puts a lot of love.
These tortilla presses, they're super cheap, aren't they? But they're essential.
They're essential in any Mexican kitchen. So what you want to do is have plastic, so the tortilla won't stick to the press. Be gentle and don't over press it.
Right.
You just want to be very gentle. This is the size and the thickness that you want for a corn tortilla for a taco. And what you just do is, the tortilla needs to puff a little bit.
Right.
Okay? They say in Mexico that if your tortilla doesn't puff, you're not ready to get married. See how the tortilla is puffing? This is what you want to see.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And aroma is beautiful. While the tortillas are cooking, I'm gonna start frying my fish. So let's just make a nice sear.
Yeah.
While he's prepping our fish, next step is to do our tempura. So I have my tempura batter and I have my salicornia, and you guys call it sapphire.
Sapphire.
Right? And I'm gonna just dip them in my tempura batter. I'll drop this. So our tempura is cooking.
All right.
Your fish is looking wonderful. Smell is amazing. Another major element that is very important is the salsa. We have beautiful red tomatoes. We have white onion. This is tomatillo. What I did with the tomatillo, which is this little green tomato, what I did is just chop them up and I added salt. So I cure them for about 15 minutes in salt because I want the salt to penetrate and have that special flavor and texture. And then I put in the lemon juice.
With the tomato, you've just taken the seeds out, yes, and
I did.
Just the flesh. And with the white onion, has that been blanched at all, or are you leaving it to get some hot?
It's just raw. I want that.
You want some bite, yeah?
Some bite,
some
yes,
hot bite.
exactly. This is serrano pepper. You can use fresh jalapeno. For this amount of salsa, which is going to be like a cup and a half, I use about 2 whole serranos. So you have the texture of the fish, you have the tempura, which is gonna give that crunchiness. We have the salsa with the acid from the tomatillos and the lemons, and you want some creaminess. So the creaminess is gonna come from the mayonnaise. This is Japanese mayonnaise. I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon. So I'm gonna pour it on the taco, so I want it to be this consistency. Not too thick, not too thin. So salicornia, it's ready. It's perfect, color is perfect, it's crunchy. So I'm just gonna drain it here in this paper towel.
Now, Javier, you have made your mayonnaise, you've made your pico de gallo salsa, we've got the crunchy tempura de sanfa, the fish is cooked, the little tortillas are ready-made. Are we ready to plate?
Almost ready. I need to add a little bit of the cilantro into my salsa.
That would be coriander?
Coriander.
Coriander.
Just roughly chopped, and as much as you like. So we are ready to plate our tacos, and we have our tortillas. They're beautiful, still a little bit warm. We have a little bit of cabbage. We leave it just raw for crunchiness. Okay, so what I do is take my tortillas, put them in the plate. I have my fish, my salsa, cabbage, and my salicornia pieces for texture.
Fantastic.
Then we're gonna put our mayonnaise. I also like to be generous with this condiment. I love it.
Yeah. It looks fantastic.
And last but not least, we want to make it beautiful, right? These are coriander flowers, so we don't just put them because they look pretty, even though they look amazingly pretty, but they're also gonna bring some flavor of the coriander, okay? And here we have our fish tacos.
Fantastic. Who wants to taste one of these amazing Cali Baja fish tacos? All right, Elena, Trent, come up.
Wow. So good.
Yeah, tortilla is just so soft and tender.
With that samphire and the fish in there and that beautiful tortilla, yeah, it's just gorgeous.
Okay, go back, sit down. Give Javier a huge Australian MasterChef. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely seats here. Today, I get the great pleasure of doing the viewer's choice recipe. What MasterChef viewers have asked for is burgers. So I'm doing traditional American-style beef and bacon burgers. They are super, super simple. Go to your butcher and get 500 grams of beef brisket and then some smoked bacon, middle. You need about 150 grams of that. So you're talking about a ratio of 80% brisket to 20% fatty pork. Then give those two ingredients to your butcher and get them to grind them, mince them together. Because what we want to do is we want to put the fat of that bacon into the brisket, which is quite lean, because obviously you want fat. The other thing, of course, this is going to do is it's going to give you amazing flavour. So what you end up with is basically a bag of mince like this. When we come to forming the burgers, take enough meat to form a decent-sized patty. The most important thing about a burger patty, it must be the same size as your burger bun. Now, obviously, the danger with meat is it can stick to your fingers. So if you're making a lot of them, what I do, I wet my hands with soy sauce, and then you'll find that you'll keep your hands nice and moist, but also you'll get a lovely, salty, umami flavour on the crust of the burger. With the burgers, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook them 4 minutes one side, then I'm going to flip them, I'm going to put my cheese on top of the burger, and then I'm basically just going to leave it on the heat for a minute or so, then move it off and just let the heat of the pan finish off the cooking process. So let's have a look at that. Oh, yeah. Harry, come on. I have here some beautiful buns. This is milk bread, sweet milk bread, it's glazed. I'm going to toast the inside of the bun only because if you toast the inside of the bun's going to resist going slimy when you put all the slurpy stuff on there. So, Harry, if you want to just grill the inside of those buns, so nice bar marks on those, and I'll get on and make the burgers. One of the great inventions of America, 1949, cheese slices first came up. They took weird leftover stuff out of cheese, mixed it with oil, and made cheese that has this magical property that it melts without splitting. I'm just going to pop it on the top. Do that.
These buns are ready.
Have you done them all?
Yep.
Great, okay. Turn that one off, flip that one over. Oh my goodness!
Yum!
Yum! How good's that cheese? It's just melted like a veil over the burger. We'll rest those. Let's take them off the heat. Wonderful. All right, the beef burgers. All I'm gonna do
is Dijon mustard. And we're going to be quite generous with that Dijon mustard because it's such a beautiful flavour. And remember, you got a lot of flavour, and the brisket has a good flavour, and the Kaiser flesh, the bacon in the burger, has a great flavour as well. And I think a burger always needs something creamy, something fresh, and something acidic. Take out my crazy delicious Kaiser fresh burgers. Then some sliced cornichon. You don't have to have pickles. You could use tomato if you wanted to. You could really use anything. And then, final touch, something fresh and crunchy. This is romaine, but I think Bib lettuce is really good. The softness of Bib goes really well. And it's just, again, beautifully cut to size to veil that burger. So there we have it, my beef and bacon burgers. Easy. Who wants to taste?
Yeah.
Matt and Elise, come up. All right. Harry, you need one as well. And away you go. Right.
Absolutely delicious. So soft. Not chewy, just melts away in your mouth.
Well, what about the flavour?
Delicious. Love the cheese. Love the smokiness of the bacon. Yeah. Really good.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Well, I think we need to give the other. We've got 3 more burgers. We've got 3 more people.
Thank you.
Okay.
Quail is done. My quail is all deboned, so now I move on to getting everything onto the grill. So that's the corn, fresh jalapenos, and some of that fresh pineapple. Mexico is known for charring and getting smokiness into different elements, so I really want to make sure that I carry that across every single element on the plate.
2 parts flour to 1.5 masa.
I start work on a dough for the taco shells. I've never made this before, but I add enough water to bring it together so it forms a dough. I'm so out of my depth here. I'm bringing this dough together. It doesn't feel anything like what I'm used to. So I'm just gonna bring it together until it doesn't feel too sticky, not too wet or not too dry, and I'm gonna cover it. I've never made these tacos before with this flour, so I'm worried about a lot of things. My dough is resting. I now move on to prepping the blue eye. I've chosen blue eye fish today for the taco. I think it would fry nicely in a beer batter, be nice and juicy and tender on the inside, and it will hold well.
Oh, that's heaps. Keep it up, Brendan. Focus on what you're doing, please.
Your trip around the world ends in 30 minutes! 30 minutes to go!
Come on!
Hey, are the coals still on?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
This is really hard, Reynolds, with a limited space, rolling out dough. What's that going to be?
So for the prawns,
Oh,
just making like a really thick, kind of like tikka style masala.
yeah, nice.
My naan's resting. I've got my prawns marinating in the spices and some yogurt, and my curry sauce is working.
Okay, so I'm doing Mills, cumin, coriander, yeah,
turmeric, sweet and smoky paprika.
Hang on, I'm not listening. Go on. I have spent so much time on these pani puri shells, and I'm feeling really nervous about them now.
Lozzie, these are coming up like little poppadoms.
They're just not puffing at all.
Maybe it just needs to be hotter to get a more even puff.
I am disappointed. I really want to pay homage to Indian cuisine and my friendship with Laura.
All right, what do we do here?
And I also want to really showcase the pani puri technique.
I'm on track, Mil. Are you?
No, the dough's not puffing. It's sort of like blistering, you know, like a papadum, but it's not puffing the way I want it to. 15 minutes to go. I have been through countless pani puri testers. I'm really stressed. We're running out of time.
I just hate not being able to do things.
I'm worried about me and Laura going through to the second round.
Do not panic. I'm not panicked. I just don't want to go into elimination.
I'm the one that said, let's do pani puri, so there's no one to blame but me.
What?
My first puri. My puri puff.
It puffed. Go have a look. It looks so good.
Oh, Milvy.
Oh, she's a puffy dog. Oh my.
Pani puri.
Oh, pani puri.
What a day. What a time to be alive. I've got 1 great pani puri and 3 less than great pani puri. But I really need to get on to cooking these naans and the prawns in the tandoor.
So they need to not be so floury.
Oh, okay, that's fine. When I was in India, I did get the chance to work a tandoor, which was very exciting. Working a tandoor is not necessarily hard, it's just very hot.
Millsy, that looks so good.
A good 400-500 degrees and you end up with no arm hairs by the end of it.
I feel really bad for this prawn.
Cooking the prawns in the tandoor is probably the hardest part. They need to be beautiful and charred, but they can't be overcooked, so it's a real balancing act.
Skewer the prawns, cook the bread, I'm seasoning, and we'll be fine. I think like a little smear on the bottom of the prawns, or do you think dollop it on top so that it's just...
Yeah, maybe dollop on top.
Yeah, just user-friendly, yeah?
With 10 minutes to go, those prawns and the flatbread done. I've got to get that lamb out. But it's really important now that we can reduce that sauce and actually make some flavour into that lamb. Just going to get some of the liquid reducing. I think if you're watching from afar, you would probably think that Poe and I are on two different teams in the way that I'm freaking out and running around and trying to bring everything together.
It's definitely falling apart.
And Poe is in a far more calm state of mind.
Good, good. This is shredding. Good.
The thing about this lamb is that as soon as we shred it, we need to return it straight into the liquid. It's so porous that it can just dry out really quickly.
That's all the best bits of lamb, mate.
The lamb's finally done, and I'm hoping it's going to be very moist because the smallest thing might send us into round 2 for sure.
We're up to the old make or break time. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Let's go.
It's all right, Poe. 5 minutes will be enough.
Oh, that sauce is good, Mel. Tomato water? Yeah. I'm over.
This salsa is so spicy.
All right, taco. Never done this before. To make my taco shell, I grab a small bit of dough, I put it into the taco press and press it as hard as I can. I'm praying to the Mexican gods.
Press it.
I'm pressing it.
Harder. The whole way down.
I just am hoping for the best.
Oh, that looks good.
How's it all going, Brendan?
I'm just doing the tacos.
You've got to think about the usability of it, right? It's a vehicle for things to go on top. You want to make sure that it holds together, that it's dense enough to be able to hold all of those delicious flavours.
Yep.
Got to know when to hold them, got to know when to fold them.
Okay. Gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them.
Just remember the song, Brendan. Know when to fold them.
In my fried rice, I want to add in a bunch of different sauce. Shallot sauce, XO sauce, chili oil into that as well, and just a little bit of chicken fat as well. Oh, yep. Nailing the right fried rice is not easy. It's all about instinct. So I'm getting Khan to taste some.
It's too hot, I know.
It's hot.
It's really hot.
Just put it in your mouth. Oh my God, Khan.
It really?
I burnt my mouth too.
Is it spicy or just
No,
hot?
it's like heat hot. It's heat hot.
You could have warned me.
Feedback on the rice? Reynolds gives me a test of his fried rice. I think it's a little bit too greasy. But right now, there's only about 4 minutes to go, so I don't know how he's going to be able to fix it.
You need some freshness.
Some freshness? So to bring some freshness into the fried rice, I've got some fresh coriander and chopped up some fresh little bird's eye chili.
Come on, Reynolds.
I want to be safe. I don't want to go into round 2. I really hope that it is enough.
2 minutes to go! 2 minutes, Team Lebanon. 2 minutes. Thanks, Andy.
Got it. Is this? I forgot what.
Oh my God, there's a bee there.
Mel, can I chuck the whole prawn on? What do you reckon? Yeah, I think it looks good.
Bee. Oh, why is it always me? I'm poking the holes in my pani puri to fill with the scallop ceviche, and the one that I was really happy with crushes beautifully, but the other 3 are just a little bit heavy. I can see the inside hasn't puffed completely, but I'm feeling really happy with the naan, the cooking of the prawns, and I think everything about the pani puri is beautiful, except the pani puri itself.
30 seconds, guys! 30 seconds! 30 seconds!
I'm plating up right now, Reynolds. I'm finishing up garnish.
Rose Adam, we're channeling you today. Should we put a bit of this on it?
Yeah, go for it.
Get it on the plate, Loz. Cut the pith out.
This is it! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, that's it!
Walking our dishes up to the judges, I'm super proud of what Brendan and I have produced. But, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm serving Charlie quail, and this is potentially not traditional, and I might get caned for it.
Tessa, Brendan, Mexican. What'd you cook for us?
So we've got crispy blue-eyed tacos with a tomatillo salsa and fried black beans.
And we have a grilled quail with a agave and lime glaze, charred corn, a pineapple hot sauce, and a spicy jalapeno salsa.
Enough talking, let's eat.
The quail. Look, you've actually accidentally fallen into a little piece of authenticity there, because in the south, they're quite known for grilled quail.
There you go.
Whether or not you knew that or not, I think that the cook on the quail was beautiful, very, very tender, and you've got a lovely char going on there as well. And, you know, that hot sauce, that fruity heat and the acidity was just fantastic.
Brendan, props on your tortilla. Tortillas, when they're bad, they're like biscuits. You've managed to keep it quite moist. That's not easy for the first time.
I was worried about the cook on the fish because it was quite anemic looking. But when I bit into it, it crunched. And the fish was cooked perfectly.
Absolutely loved the quail. I thought it was a very smart dish. It was probably the one dish of the day when I was walking around I didn't think was going to be very good, and it really surprised me.
That's the first thing you said to me. You said I'm worried about the quail. Now he's banging on about it. Well done, Mexico!
Good job, Tessa. You killed it, Tessa.
Well done, Brendan.
Indian street foods, let's go.
I'm scared.
I'm feeling pretty insecure taking the plates up to the judges. I know there are issues with my Pani puri. I really don't want it to be me and Laura going through to the second round.
All right, ladies, explain the two dishes, please.
So we have a Pani puri with a scallop and cucumber, little raw number in there, and a tomato tamarind water.
And then we have naan, tandoor prawns, curry sauce, and some yogurt.
The drama of the Pani puri. 75 minutes I've seen you huddled over that fryer. All right then, shall we?
Picked a great day to wear this lipstick. I love the fact that you guys, you know, it was serendipity that you were given this challenge to be cooking Indian street food, because you've travelled together, you've experienced the same sort of thing. Your interpretation of a tandoor cooked naan and your prawn I thought was really lovely. The bread had some lovely texture despite it not being that sort of pliable chewiness that you get with a really great naan, but nonetheless it was still really fun to eat and a lovely texture.
All the flavours came together nicely. Overall, a really good dish, and you got a nice sort of charred flavour on that prawn as well. It's really sort of that smoky element, so well done.
I'm walking my dish to the judges. I hope that I've nailed the cooking of the rice and that is not too greasy.
Okay, boys, tell us, what have you cooked?
I've made fried rice with lapchong and some shrimp with a little bit of chicken scratching.
I've got a pork and Chinese cabbage dumpling with a black vinegar and soy dressing and a Szechuan chili oil.
Let's eat.
It was good, it wasn't great.
To me, the rice, it's nice. The textures that you've chosen to put in there, I think you could have used something a bit fresher as well. Like you've got the lapchong, you've got like the small prawn, and it's like quite salty elements.
The rice, I'm still getting that greasiness, and it's coming out of the Chinese sausage. You end up getting a whole piece of that with a forkful. That's all you can taste. But I love the technique on the dumplings. The flavour of the pork and cabbage was really great, and I think you've had a really solid attempt at that. Thank you.
Thanks, lads.
Tessa, I'm going to need somebody to help me plate up. I'm yelling out to Tessa for some help. There's no one's available. I'm just going to have to do it on my own.
Sunday, we're going to need that nasi on.
Guys, your service starts in 8 minutes.
All right.
The lamb's come out of the pressure cooker and it looks delicious. I'm really stoked with how this taco is going to come together.
How's your lamb?
Would you like to try it, thieves?
Yes. A bit more seasoning.
Abby, that's great. Putting that into the fridge.
Yep.
Guac is ready to go.
I absolutely love the energy in the kitchen today. There is so much going on.
All right, how's that corn? Because this looks like it hasn't been cooked at all, and there's also cooked corn here. So what's going on?
There is lots of yelling.
What's happened with the lettuce cups? Have we still got them going? Why don't you just get them?
Slow down, guys. Do not slow down.
It's super tight and very sweaty. I absolutely love it though.
How do you want the tomatillos?
Just diced into 4.
Do you have time for that, for the tomatillos?
Yeah, I think we should have time. We'll get the lamb up first, and then the corn, and then the tomatillos.
It's
hysterical. This is hectic. Come on, yellow team.
Come on, yellow.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Keep pushing.
Okay, listen up. Blue team, yellow team, green team. Service starts now.
Service is starting now, guys. We have a look at getting fish in the curry, please.
Okay, are the prawns ready, Steph?
The prawn heads are ready. The prawns are nearly done.
Amazing.
Come on, yellow team. We're about to start service. Count plates, so we've got it right.
It's a bit of a production line with Steph and I, plating the prawns, plating the satay. Our hands are going over each other and making sure the garnishes are right and everything looks the same.
Beef satay. Put that there for you.
I look around and our team is the first ones to get our dishes out to the diners, and I'm so happy.
I am just so amazed that we're actually getting dishes out. Our tacos look beautiful.
Charred corn with chipotle mayo. Thank you.
The corn just looks bloody incredible.
Hey guys, the beef dish is looking good. I'm going to start sending it out.
I'm really hoping that the diners and the judges feel like they're getting an authentic Mexican street food experience.
Hey guys, how are you going?
Good.
These are pulled lamb tacos. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy.
What do you reckon on the look?
Right.
The look is good. I love the fact that they adapted the quesadilla and turned it into a taco because they weren't stuck.
And I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, the fact that you've got one, it's a decent-sized portion. Sitting on the street, you just go give me another plate of those and you'll be happy.
You don't want more of that.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. For me, takes me to the streets of Mexico City. That kind of smoky fruitiness of great dried chili. Lamb's fantastic. A great bit of char, a little bit of chew. I think absolutely delicious. Really like that.
Really nice heat, lingering heat. Good cooking of the meat and actually falls off the bone like you wanted, nice and tender.
A little soft tortilla, and the fact that they made them all from scratch, big thumbs up.
Kyle and Derek had their hands all over these and they've done a brilliant job.
That's 40.
Great start. Let's get their next dish in.
Hey guys. Charred corn with chipotle mayo.
Awesome. Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks so much.
That looks all right.
How good does that look?
It looks amazing. Don't you admire simplicity, right?
it's great.
Like, how long does it take to char corn? Those are the kind of dishes you want to have. Delicious.
Great.
10 out of 10.
Hello.
I would have been very happy if I was served that in Mexico on the streets, though. So good.
I love the smokiness of the mayo. It goes so well with the char and the corn. And everything else just accentuates its sweetness and its juiciness.
Doesn't it not prove the point that you don't need to be super clever in what you make, but you need to be super clever in how you prepare and how you plan?
So yellow team could be on a winning streak.
Let's get the next dish in.
So these are Mexican beef lettuce cups with guac and tomatillo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tomatillo, what a great idea.
They look really good.
They look great.
Yeah, I was worried the chili con carne. I just imagined a bowl with like beans inside.
How are you gonna make it look
and this
good?
looks sophisticated but simple. This is definitely not a disaster. But from the three, it's the least impressive.
Because you've been blown away by their two dishes.
Yeah, I love the other two.
The mince could be a bit more...
You want some juiciness to it. It's quite fried out, but I think that's what they were looking for, a dry mince. But I like the guacamole, and I really like that little bit of tonkatsu at the top. Yeah. It's not spectacular, but it's very solid.
Absolutely.
Tried corn with chipotle mayo. Thank you.
Service is well underway. The other teams are serving diners already. We haven't set anything out yet. And it just hits me, we haven't got any rice on for the curry.
Simon. Oh my God.
Keep going, team. Keep pushing till the end. It's not going to cook in time to serve our judges or our customers, and so we're going to have to serve the curry without rice. There's no rice, but look, at the moment the flavour is absolutely delicious. I'm just hoping that's enough.
Coconut prawns, some crispy prawn heads, and some curry sauce.
We've already fed 40 people. Only another 80 to go.
Thank you.
Tessa, she's serving the diners. Everybody's clearing, but somebody has to be on the stove to keep cooking.
I need more eggs.
I'm turning the satay. I'm getting the nasi goreng done. My sambal has to be cooked.
Coriander, please.
The atmosphere in kitchen is like Melbourne rental properties. Too many people, too little space.
You reckon that's done?
No.
Oh,
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, nice looking.
It looks delicious.
How good does that look? That's great.
So we have crispy prawn heads, coconut prawns with a curry sauce.
It looks very good. It looks very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, how good's that sauce?
That is really good. And Malaysian for sure. It's flavours of laksa, creamy coconut.
And then it's complex.
Steph was on
Oh
fire.
my God, I've never seen anyone peel prawns so quickly.
And made the sauce as well, so that's a cracking job by the blue team. Nice start. Tess, what do we got?
Oh, we've got beef satay. Yeah.
What do you think in terms of look?
In terms of value, that is a ripper.
A lot of meat.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that I would say is the meat doesn't look like it's been caramelized enough.
Yeah.
I feel like they haven't cooked it enough. I think they didn't do the beef justice by cutting it so big and so thick.
I've just gone to bite into that and I've got a big ripping bit of sinew running through it. And what you said, Yotam, there's no caramelisation
No
there.
caramelisation.
I mean, that's the beauty of our satay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Given more time in the pan, that sauce would be beautiful because I think the balance of sweetness, the spice flavours in there.
It's generous. There's loads of familiar flavours of peanuts and the spicing. And so I think it'll be a crowd pleaser. I don't necessarily think it'll be a critic pleaser.
We're finally getting plates out.
Can I get that yogurt, please, now?
Yep, it's here.
Everyone's working really well together now.
Coming through hot.
We're actually having fun.
Oh, hot. Samosas are done.
Beautiful.
Anushka has done an amazing job pumping out these crispy samosas.
These smell beautiful.
Yeah,
They
thank
smell
you.
so good.
Thank you, darling.
We're serving customers thick and fast, and you can see they're happy. I just hope the judges are too.
How are we?
Simon.
Tandoori chicken, minted yogurt on one side, and a little bit of extra tandoori spice on the right. Thank you very much.
The presentation is a bit disappointing.
You know when you're using coriander like that, we just, it's just like you're trying to cover something up, which is a bit of a worry.
On the upside, love the char and the chicken is still quite juicy.
I think the chicken is good, but the sauces are a massive miss.
That yogurt it's not really a tzatziki and it's not really a raita.
It is so salty.
No, that's really salty.
Yeah. Interesting start. Let's get their next dish in.
All right. Vegetarian samosas, done by Anushka.
And the good thing, you've got all that you know, the little kind of bubbles, the place you look short.
Well, that's all right, actually.
It tastes good.
They looked a little gnarly, but they actually worked really well.
The dough's good too. You get that little hit of cumin or ajwain in there, which is delicious.
South Indian fish curry, cauliflower as well.
Simon, were you intending to serve rice with this?
Rice was going to be the plan to be served with it. The difficulty was we just ran out of time, so we didn't get the rice in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gee, they've been in trouble, the green team, haven't they? But really, you know, this is the third dish, and on every single one, really, there's been something missing.
We don't have rice, but the flavors here are good.
But at least you got a nice spice mix. You got coconut, you got curry leaves, all kind of, you know, South Indian, which is great.
Cooking the fish, beautiful.
Yeah.
On the whole, this is probably the best dish out of the three.
I feel exhausted. Let's go, guys. This is our final dish, final service.
In terms of the winning team, we're not looking for that.
Yeah.
But yellow team, they would get it hands down. I think they've done 3 great dishes that have definitely got Mexican theme to them.
Oh, yeah.
And they've fed people, and you look around, people are wrapped.
Guys, that's it. We're done.